Muay Thai, the art of the 8 limbs, the most brutal combat sport on the planet, a sport that has taken the world by storm. But in Thailand, it's not only a sport, it's a lifestyle. So today I flew all the way over from Australia to Thailand just to see how brutal it really is over here. So just like any other combat sports training session, we started off with some light skipping. And then of course we're into some bag work right away, no messing around in Thailand. We paid for a private one-on-one session and he was just finishing up his last one-to-one session. So we're just getting warmed up, getting ready to hit pads. And straight into it just like that. So look, this one thing I will say about the trainer I had in Phuket, his name was Ruslan. Ruslan the Maniac he goes by. He mentioned to me that he's had like 70 Muay Thai fights and he's had quite a few MMA fights as well. So one of the big takeaways I guess I had from Ruslan was just like a bit of an MMA style. Look, he has root core fundamentals of Muay Thai, but there was a few MMA, I guess like fundamentals of just like combinations, whatever you might want to call it, that I sort of had in the mix with this training session. So it was quite cool to play around with those techniques as well. Now, this was probably my first training session back in about 7 or 8 months since I last trained Muay Thai at a gym. So look, we're just getting warmed up here, getting the technique right. Now we're just into shadow boxing, shirts off after literally the first round because it's like 35-40 degrees in Thailand, super humid as well. So yeah, we're just into some shadow boxing here, getting ready for the next round with the man himself, Ruslan. And this is where we move into more of like a boxing slash MMA style, like MMA slash boxing combinations using like the moving backwards uppercut to hook combination. Now these were fun to sort of practice and just get sharper at, because walking backwards uppercuts, they do feel awkward, but when you sort of get good at them, they feel nice. I'll say that. And as this session is coming to an end, look, I think I got a bit cheeky here. I got a bit too overconfident with my training session with Ruslan, and he decided to drop me one of these. But that's it. That's session number 1 in Thailand at Phuket in Kamala Beach. Now we're off to Koh Samui. Let's do it. Alrighty, now we're in Koh Samui on the beautiful Chaweng Beach. So this is my trainer for this session. His name's Jay. Jay's an absolute legend, so if you come across this video, Jay, you're a legend. I'll be back down soon to train. Now this was a beautiful environment to train in. It was just very open with just like, a lot of greenery and nature around, which I loved about this gym, just the environment in general. So to start off this session, we started off with really just technique, focusing on technique. Of course, we started with the skipping. We went into some drills to get warmed up. We did a bit of cardio, a bit of, I guess, strength and conditioning as well. And then, yeah, straight into technique, as you can see right here. This session was purely heavily focused on just technique and refining and amplifying a lot of the things that I'm already doing wrong and right. But this was a fantastic session, and I'll let the rest of the clips play out for itself. Now, if you couldn't tell by this point right now, like my cardio is just depleting. That's like my biggest downfall within my Muay Thai training at this current stage. Is I've been lifting weights for the past year and a half, 2 years with no real formal or like proper Muay Thai training, and that's just really affecting my training. And as you can see by this point here, I'm just dead. I'm ready to stop training. Of course, I'm not ready to stop, but I'm getting to that point where it's just the cardio is just depleted. And as you can see here, Jay is just trying to deplete my energy and push me to the limit, mentally and physically, because that's what combat sports is about. Yeah, the topic of this video was how brutal is Muay Thai in Thailand, and all I can say is it's not much different to Australia. The only difference is the techniques you learn. You know, I was learning a lot of different techniques, going from different trainer to trainer, and I want to say that's like the number one thing I overall took away from training Muay Thai in Thailand.